Oh not again. Please, for the love of God. Oh, it's working! Okay. Hello guys, this is Jadis, back to you again with another video. Today I have a story time for you. It's gonna be a story for you this time, not an educational video of my own thoughts or training video. It's just gonna be me talking about an experience I had very recently. So, as you might all remember, I was in a cutting phase since 22nd of February till, oh yeah, I'm on the bulk again. That's right. So I was on the cut phase since 22nd of February till 22nd of June. Yeah. Yeah, since then I lost 11 whole kilograms. That's right. I weighed, let me get you precise data on this because this is amazing. On 22nd of June, I weighed sorry. On 22nd of February, I weighed 91.5 kilograms. On 22nd of June, I weighed 80 kilograms and 80.4 kilograms. That's right. So overall, great results, right? It's 11 whole kilograms down in 4 months, I think. Yeah. So it's about average 2.5 kilos a month, which would average about 700 to 800 grams per week, which is very okay, in fact. I think it's very good. And regarding the gains phase, I didn't lose much of my muscles. Um, that's what I was the most afraid of in my cutting phase, was losing too much muscle to, because I'm losing weight. But in fact, like, how I measured if I lose muscle or not is simply by my strength. And overall, I didn't really lose any significant strength. So if I did lose some muscle, which I had gained, it was like very minuscule amount, maybe just 5%. I don't know. Could be even that I didn't lose any at all. um, that's just what I noticed, is that when I started the cut phase, the strength gains were like, so previously the strength gains were like this, and after the cutting phase started, it went like this, so flatlined, and at the end maybe just a little bit down, maybe, but overall no big losses in strength. Now to the story time. um, as I previously in the previous video told, in Latvia we have such uh, holidays as a national holiday. It's in fact, it's called Jāņi, and in this holiday people drink lots of beer, jump over bonfires, and sing some folk Latvian songs, and there is some pagan rituals and stuff like that, and also people eat like farm animals, and usually it's shashliks, grauzdiņi, jāņu sirs, of course. I didn't eat that this year. I know I'm a real for that, but I don't really enjoy that cheese, not gonna lie. Anyways, and of course, everything in between. So sometimes, always, no, not sometimes, there is always Russells also, and yeah, any other. Oh, sausages too, basically every food, loads of meat, loads of protein. And yeah, I ate a bunch of stuff on Jāņi, and then the next day when I came home, it was 25th or 26th, I can't really remember now. But anyways, I had some chunky cottage cheese laying around in my fridge, and I was feeling a bit peckish because it was early in the morning, and I didn't really have anything in the fridge because I usually buy my food for the same evening. So if I wanted breakfast, I would need to go to the store and get it. So I was feeling very lazy, and I thought, oh, I have this cottage cheese, half a kilo of cottage cheese. I'm just gonna have that. And that's what I did. I did have that cottage cheese. I opened up the package, and it was usually the chunky cottage cheese. There is like the cottage cheese itself in it, and there is like this sweet cream like juices in there. And it's like, slushy, and it's like almost the consistency of milk, but like very fatty milk. Well, it's not like a super liquid, it's like more of a cream sort of. So yeah, I opened it up and it was not sloshing around like normal cream. It was sloshing around like sour cream. I was like, well, I mean, the natural progression of cream is sour cream, and also I am eating chunky cottage cheese, so more chunks in the cottage cheese is not a bad thing, right? So it's like extra. All I did was like, okay, it did taste a bit sour. I just added a bit of sugar and it was okay. I mixed it all up and I had this great bowl, half a kilo chunky cottage cheese, which has gone sour, and I ate it all. Uh, I think that evening, even it starting. I got a bit of diarrhea then, but the next day it is where it really started to pick up. I was all around, like all day long. This was, I think, 27th by now. I was all day long, and when I was going to bed, I had temperature. First of all, I had temperature, and then I had some severe fever. I was like shivering in my bed, like I don't know. It was very hot outside too. It's like, in the evening it was like 27 degrees or something, which is for Latvia climate quite high to have that at night. So it was already very hot, and I'm just like freezing. I put on my big cover, and then I put my extra blanket on top of me, and still not enough. I was like freezing to death. So, and I was all night through. I didn't have any sleep at all. The next day, I didn't have fever at least, but I still had pretty high temperature. I didn't know if I had how much of temperature I had because I didn't have the measuring instrument. I didn't measure it, but I know for a certain when I have temperature. It's just, it's the feeling you get. Your bones are all aching and your head is very, not feeling great. So I just know when I have it. Also, I sort of have this feeling in my teeth when I have temperature. I don't know, they're like tingly, and also my eyeballs, they feel like they are gonna explode. And the next day, I didn't finally have the temperature after that, but I still had severe diarrhea. By the way, all of this time throughout, I'm having severe diarrhea, and by severe I mean I go to the toilet and I come to the bed to sleep because there's nothing else I can do. And after 5 minutes, I have to pick my ass up and go like run like hell to the toilet again. So in reality, there was no real point of coming away from the toilet bowl when I could have just sat there all my vacation. By the way, I had this diarrhea when I was having my vacation. So I had 2 weeks of vacation, and the last week of my vacation, I was sitting on the toilet mostly. It was the most horrible vacation I've ever had. Yes. So I was throughout this time. It was very severe, and like by day 5, it finally started to mellow down a bit. It wasn't that often. It was still diarrhea. If I was going to the toilet, it was mostly diarrhea, but it wasn't as severe where I didn't have to go every 5 minutes. I now had to go like every hour or so, which was way better. Also, mind you, my ass was on fire. I think if somebody would have taken a look at it after like the third or fourth day, it would have been like this mangled corpse of a of something. I can't even. It was severely hurt because I bought a full pack of toilet paper, and each day I went through about the camera again is acting up on me. Oh no. Oh, here we are back again. So yeah, my ass was very um, not felt great. It was hurting very bad because I had wiped so many times. I each day I ran through about 1.5 toilet paper rolls for myself. That's quite a lot for an to take. So the fifth day it was starting to get better. On the sixth day it was already pretty. I still had diarrhea. But it was like 3 or 4 times that day, and by day 7 I was home free finally. I didn't have any diarrhea, and now when I have to go to the toilet, it's like once a day, and the shit is like it's the most solid it's ever been. It's like, kid you not, it feels like I'm giving birth to a child through my bum. Yeah, that's where we are currently at. And why I wanted to share this story with you, it's because I was dieting for 4 months and lost 11 kilos, whereas I was having a diarrhea for 6 days in total, and I lost 3 or something kilos. It was insane. Two for certain. I am certain that I lost at least 2 kilos because I couldn't eat anything because otherwise I would just straight it out. There's no point. So I was like mostly famished and honestly didn't really feel like eating anything because my tummy very was aching very badly. So yeah. Um, That's the story. How I lost extra 2 kilos on the day I was on the time I was supposed to start bulking. I was supposed to start bulking on the 23rd of June, but I am just now starting to really again bulk. By tomorrow, which is going to be 8th of July, I'm also again starting to count my calories because when I was having my diarrhea, there was no point in counting anything because I wasn't eating anything. So now I'm again starting to count calories and accounting for everything. Also, yeah, looking pretty big in this shirt. No, I didn't want to say big. I wanted to say cut, pretty cut, because yeah, it's like I've lost 2 extra kilos. It actually does show. So yeah, again jumping on some creatine and bulking phase in full swing. So yeah, I'm really eager to see what are the results gonna be after a half a year of bulking. You know. And this time I'm going to be very smart about it too. I'm not going to do a dirty bulk where I would just eat everything, as long as it's above the maintenance calorie intake, which was usually my maintenance is about 2,700 to 2,800 something calories. But in the bulking stage, the previous time I did it, I was very regularly going to like 4,000 calories or something, which is a bit high. So now I just want to have like, for example, my maintenance would be 2,700 calories. I would just eat like 300 or 500 calories above it, not like thousands above it. That's the smart thing to do. The smartest way to approach this, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the story time for you today. I'm just gonna keep it this length. So yeah, that's it. See ya. Bye.